Okay, guys, we're in our series, Top 10 Things That Piss Me Off in the Horse Industry. You guys have asked for it, so I'm going to deliver. Number 2, okay, this used to be a huge one for probably the first 15 years of my career. You got to remember, the first 10 years of my career, I've been over in the States since I was 21. I'm 49 now. So the first 10 years, I did like 45 3-day weekend clinics a year for 10 years. I was on the road that much. 45 weekends a year for 10 years, okay? So I used to get a lot of this. I don't get it anymore, but I used to get a lot of this for at least the first 10 years, maybe 15, okay? That people that buy rescue horses or horses that are quote unquote abused and then want to make excuses for the horse's piss poor behavior, piss poor training, piss poor, just accountability, no accountability, okay? So this is exactly what would happen, okay? And this is back in the days, you got to remember, I'm doing everything myself. I don't have assistants, I don't have a staff, it's just me and my wife. I'm on the road hustling, I'm doing everything. I'm checking people into the clinic, I'm doing the lessons, I'm doing everything, okay? So some little old lady will come to me. The clinic's supposed to start at 8 o'clock in the morning. And she'll come and find me somewhere in the barn or in the arena, wherever I am, and she'll walk up to me and she'll say, Clint, can I just have a few minutes to talk to you privately without everybody being around? I say, sure, what's on your mind? And she'll say, I just want to have a little quiet time to talk to you about my horse Precious, because Precious is a rescue horse and she was abused. And she was abused by a man in a black hat. And you're a man and you're wearing a black hat, so I just want to let you know that she's not going to be able to do all the stuff that all the other horses do because of her bad background and the abuse. So you're going to have to probably tailor some of the things of your clinic for her needs and what she can do and what she can't do. And I just wanted to bring that to your attention now so we could talk about it. She's real quiet. She probably weighs 110 pounds, wet with rocks on her pockets, okay? We got the visual picture here, okay? Complete fucking tree hugger, okay? And I'd say, oh my. I said, that's terrible that your horse was abused. And I'd say, Thelma, tell me this, is your horse being abused now? She'd go, well, no, of course she's not being abused now. And I said, that's awesome. Any day a horse is not being abused, or any animal's not being abused, is a great day. So you're not abusing it and you're not mistreating it, correct? No, of course not. I rescued her from that. I said, great. So I said, here's what I want you to do, okay? I want you to pretend that you know no history of this horse whatsoever, none. That I gave you this horse this morning, and I gave it to you this morning. And guess what? I know nothing about it. You know why? Because I was drunk last night at a poker game, and I won it in a poker match. So now that I've sobered up this morning, I want to turn that horse into cash, so I'm selling it to you. $200, you just bought yourself a horse. So now when you start asking me questions, where'd it come from? I don't know, it's fucking drunk. How much, what's its breeding? Have no idea, I just took the money. How old is it? Shit, I don't know, look at its mouth. What breed is it? Fuck, who cares? That's my answers to everything you ask me, okay? And there's ladies looking at me like I've got 3 heads, like they're almost, they're starting to get butt hurt. I can see their little lady parts getting all wound up here, okay? And I'll say, do you know why I want to tell you to think like that? Well, no. And this is where I hit them with truth, real hard. I say, because Thelma, as long as you want to carry around those 2 big bags of excuses of why your horses act the way they do, you're never going to fix this horse. Because right now, you have an excuse for everything. He was abused. A man in a black hat beat him. He was this. He was that. He was this. He was that. Get rid of the garbage excuses. So if you'll trust me and you'll put this horse in the clinic and you'll literally pretend you know no history about it and you follow my methods step by step, I'm here to help you. I'm here to do it. If you get into trouble, I'll take the lead rope. I'll do it for you. I'm not going to throw you to the wolves. I'm not going to throw you in the deep end and watch you drown. I'm not going to let you drown. I'm on life duty today. Okay? But if you'll trust me and do what I say, at the end of these 3 days, all these bad behavior that your horse is doing will all end. The spookiness, the jumpiness, the this, the that, it all disappears. Or you can get butt hurt by me, get upset about this conversation, pack your horse up and go home and live with this bad behavior for the rest of his life and do nothing but trash talk me to everybody but I'm an asshole. So you take your pick. I'd love for you to stay because I want you to have success. 95% of the time, I get that lady to stay in the clinic. Few didn't, but most of the time, I could get them to stay. And by the end of the 3-day clinic, without fail, every woman would walk up to me and say, Clinton, thank you. I needed that talk. My horse is unbelievable. The change I've seen in this horse in 3 days is mind-blowing. She's calm, she's relaxed, she's not worried. It's mind-blowing. Thank you. I needed that kick in the ass. You know, some version of those words, okay? People don't like the way I talk because they think I'm too blunt, I'm too this, too direct, too this, swear too much, whatever. I don't give a shit, okay? Remember this saying, when you water down the truth, you water down the transformation. I'll say it one more time. When you water down the truth, you water down the transformation. The 5% of people that didn't like my speech because I was too direct, I was too blunt, and I didn't water it down, they left. They never changed their horse's behavior, and they would have stayed like that forever. The 95% of people took the bluntness, took the directness, and trusted to follow me. And on the 3 days later, at the end of a 3-day horsemanship clinic, got tremendous results. So when people ask, why are you so direct? Because it gets the best results. Sure, I lose a few soldiers on the way. There's a few people that don't follow my method. I have an 80-20 rule when I teach or when I do anything publicly. 80-20 rule. I'm never going to get any more than 80% of the people to like me. 20%, doesn't matter what I do, are going to hate my guts. 20% of everybody. My interactions with 10 people, 2 are going to hate my guts and 8 are going to like it. So I don't try to win over everybody. I'm just worried about the 80%. Okay? That's all I worry about is the 80%. So I don't worry about the people that are offended by me. I'm not interested in them. I don't have the personality for them and they don't have the personality, the backbone for me. I'm interested in the 80% that I can help. I'm interested in the 80% that want to make changes in their horse. Okay? So that goes for everything. You buy a there's this whole social status thing about rescuing animals. A lot of women use it as like a social standing. Okay? Well, he was a rescue, so I'm just a little bit more special than everybody else because I adopted a dog that only has 1.5 legs. And then the next lady will beat her and say, well, I adopted a dog that has no fucking legs, so I'm even more special than you. This bullshit. Okay, it's usually fucking liberals in liberal cities, okay? They go on with this shit. I adopted a dog that I had a special, wheelchair made, and it came from India, and it was made with bamboo wheels, and it was ethically sourced, and that's how my dog gets around. Okay, give me a break, seriously. Okay? I don't give a shit if you rescued it, you got it out of the pound, you got the horse off the street, train it. It's your job now. Fix it. We did a whole series on a horse called Cider probably 10 years ago. We took a mare from a rescue facility and we trained her with the method. And we filmed the whole series. It's on YouTube for free. Hundreds of hours for free. And then at the end of it, we gave that mare away. We actually did a drawing, like straight up legitimate drawing. Free horse trained with the method, Clinton Anderson. And a lady won this horse. And she's had this horse for years and had a great time with this horse. So people, I've always heard the excuses, well, I need a lot of money to do this. So I can't. You can get literally a free rescue horse. And if you're willing to put in the time and follow the method, it can be worth thousands of dollars when you get done with it. It really can. People talk all the time about saving horses from going to the killers and the slaughter and all that stuff. You know how you save horses from going to the killers? Don't let them become shitty horses. Don't let them become badly trained. Don't let them start bucking people off and bolting and rearing and flipping over backwards. You save horses by getting them educated. Most kids that go to jail, it's because they had a shitty upbringing. If you want to keep kids out of jail, get mother and father in the house. Get them some discipline. Get them some values. Get them some structure. Give them some teaching. Spend time with them. That's how you get them out of jail. Don't let them get there in the first place. Okay? So that was always a big one of mine is I have a rescue horse and he was abused by a man in a black hat. Get you some of that.